This is Victoria from crushcrypto.com. In this video, I'll be covering a smart contract creation tool known as Etherparty and their upcoming ICO on October 1st. A quick disclaimer before I start, we aren't paid or mandated to do this or any of our reviews. This is just our personal opinion and analysis and not investment advice. The goal of Etherparty is to make smart contracts accessible to people without requiring any programming skills. Right now, if you wanted to write a smart contract, you would need to be an expert in Solidity, which is the programming language behind Ethereum. Finding good Solidity developers is difficult, and development can be time-consuming and expensive. Etherparty aims to solve this problem. Etherparty is essentially a contract wizard that removes the complexity of creating and executing smart contracts on any blockchain. Users simply choose from a library of templates without having to start from scratch, and no expertise in programming is necessary. The use cases for their smart contract templates will focus on areas such as P2P escrow contracts, token creation, and so on. Here are some of the features of Etherparty. Key features include ease of use. Users don't need to have technical knowledge, and they don't need to install programs like Geth, Meteor, or Mist in order to run smart contracts. As I mentioned earlier, Etherparty has various smart contract templates that are ready for use and deployment. Users can easily access simple legal agreements and add terms such as conditionality. The contract will be legally binding under the law placed in the contract. Companies can also integrate and upload their own documents and turn them into a smart contract without changing their current infrastructure. This is a screenshot of what their desktop and mobile platforms look like at the moment, but please note the interface is subject to change. So let me go through a demo of how you can easily create a new crowdfunding contract on the Etherparty platform. You can also check out their demo and other videos on their YouTube channel. Please note that Etherparty is a fully working beta product live on the Robson testnet. The final product will undergo extensive redesign and user experience testing. The team is planning on launching the product on the mainnet Ethereum network early next year. This here is your dashboard, which contains information on your wallet, recent transactions, and your completed, active, and pending contracts. Let's start off by clicking here to create a new contract. There are a number of smart contracts here on this page that you can potentially choose from, such as sports betting, tokens, crowdfunding, escrows, and so on. We are going to click here to start creating a new token for our crowdfunding contract. This takes us to this page where you can enter information on your new token. So now we filled in some information on the token, which we will call example coin with the symbol exam, and we want to be issuing 5 million tokens. We scroll down a little bit to add some additional information on our new crowdfunding contract, like the start and end date, the conversion rate, the funding goal, and so on. When we scroll down a little bit more, we can see the information we've just entered summarized here. When you're done, click on the Create Token button and it will start generating the contract. When we go back to our dashboard, you can see that our example coin is now showing up under active contracts. And when we click on it, it will take you to this page, which contains details on the new smart contract that we've just created for example coin. This here is the token's unique contract address, and that is basically going to be the address that people can send funds to when you launch your crowdfunding campaign. Overall, I found this interface to be quite user-friendly and easy to use. Here's a summary of their development roadmap. They have a pretty detailed plan in their white paper, so please take a look if you want more information. By the end of this year, they plan to have their first release, which will include enhancements for both their front-end and their back-end systems, authentication and authorization, and so on. By the middle of next year, they will have their second release, which will have full mobile device support for Android and iOS and more contract templates. By the end of next year, their third release will allow for drag-and-drop contract building capabilities and team collaboration features. Etherparty will be issuing fuel tokens starting on October 1st for a 1-month period. The total token supply will be 1 billion tokens. The hard cap is 86,666 Ether, using the first week conversion rate, where public crowd sale contributors will end up with 40% of the total token supply. The conversion rate is 1 Ether for 1,275 fuel, but please note they have a bonus structure for the first 3 weeks, starting at a conversion rate of 1 Ether for 3,000 fuel tokens in the first week. The maximum market cap will be around $62 million, assuming an Ether price of 280 and a pre-sale contribution of $25 million. This chart here shows how Etherparty will be allocating their tokens. As you can see, 80% of the total token supply will be going to crowd sale purchasers. Proceeds from the ICO will be used to fund development of their platform and will help them acquire users to help them refine their product. For the most up-to-date information on their ICO, please visit their official website. Fuel is the token that powers the Etherparty platform. Users will need to use these tokens to pay for access to the platform's functions, which includes access to the smart contract library, security monitoring tools, and a network monitoring dashboard. Contracts will also require the use of Fuel tokens. And in the future, the tokens will serve as access for smart contracts on multiple blockchains. As Fuel tokens are required to perform various actions on the platform, the more usage Etherparty has, the more valuable the tokens will become. Etherparty has a large team of 23 people, as it is developed by a company called Vanbex, which I will talk about in a bit. Lisa Cheng is the founder and head of R&D at Etherparty. She has a background in development and product strategy, and previously worked at SAP and ADP, both of which are focused on providing enterprise solutions. Etherparty also has a number of partners, including the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, which includes advisory firms such as Accenture, Cisco, and Deloitte, financial institutions such as JP Morgan and State Street, and other companies like MasterCard, Intel, Microsoft, Thomson Reuters, and Samsung. So what are the opportunities? First of all, the project is run by a solid team at Vanbex, a blockchain consultancy company and a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Vanbex was established in 2013 and worked with Mastercoin, which is now known as Omni. In 2014, they expanded to Bitcoin and payments, working with companies such as Swarm and Tether. In 2015, they moved to consumer apps and blockchain, working with Factom and others. And in 2016, they expanded to smart contracts, devices, and apps, working with companies like KeepKey and Dash. As Vanbex Group already advises enterprises on blockchain technology and applications, we believe they will be a valuable asset in driving Etherparty forward. And some other points we wanted to make. The use of smart contracts has barely scratched the surface. With the continuous development of dApps and blockchains that aim to solve the scalability issue, we expect that smart contract usage will experience exponential growth in the coming years, and Etherparty stands to benefit from that positive trend. Etherparty's long-term goal is to be blockchain agnostic. That means they can benefit regardless of which blockchain will emerge as the dominant one. And their contract templates and library will also continue to expand, making them more appealing to a wider audience. Eventually, many of the corporate functions can be performed using Etherparty, including voting and ballot box contracts, notary services, family trusts, and so on. And here are some of our concerns. Etherparty is not the only one working on making smart contracts easier to use. They may face competition from existing projects like Blockcat and Agrello, which I'll go over in a bit, or newcomers in the area. Unless we're able to solve the scalability issue related to blockchains, there may be limited usage of smart contracts, and the adoption rate may be slow. Etherparty has been doing extensive testing and recently had an audit done on their platform, which was successful, but they will need to continuously test their infrastructure and their templates extensively to make sure there are no bugs. If there are any security or technical flaws in their templates, many users could potentially be affected. They will also need to expand their software and business development teams to help them handle their growing platform. As I mentioned earlier, Blockcat and Agrello are also trying to make smart contracts easier for people to use without the need for technical knowledge. This table here summarizes some of their differences in terms of business focus and their current valuation. In our view, Etherparty seems to be focusing on providing a broader range of solutions, and they're also targeting enterprises, which may warrant their higher valuation. Overall, we at Crush Crypto think this is a pretty solid project with good use cases, and their platform, if successful, could help benefit the crypto market as a whole. For investing, we're neutral on flipping. Etherparty is raising around $50 million from their pre-sale and their public crowd sale combined. Participants could potentially pool their funds together to contribute to the pre-sale, and that might cannibalize demand for the public crowd sale. If they do not hit their hard cap by the end of week 1, it is unlikely that people will contribute that much afterwards, as the bonus conversion rate drops off substantially from 1 Ether for 3,000 tokens to 1 Ether for 1,275 tokens. For long-term holding, we have a positive view. We believe there is good potential for the project and a clear market need. If they are successful, their platform would allow people without coding knowledge to create and execute smart contracts easily. This is going to accelerate the blockchain adoption rate of individuals and companies. And at the same time, this could drive more usage of fuel tokens, which would make their tokens more valuable over time. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please check out our website at crushcrypto.com for more information on Etherparty. If you would like more updates on the crypto space and on upcoming ICOs, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our email newsletter. See you next time, and I hope you'll keep on crushing it.